The ceremony ended, and those pilgrims were never seen again. The elders in the monastery declared the ritual a success. It was an auspicious sign since the Chosen One appeared. The revenants celebrated every night. The city was filled with statues of the Chosen One in all sizes overnight. There was also the tree bark touched by the Chosen One, the tiles the Chosen One stepped on, even the stone the Chosen One supposedly hit her head on after tripping over a branch during her arrival. They were all treated as a sacred gift. The revenants competed with one another to preserve these treasures.
Your baubles are nothing. My hand was touched by the Chosen One herself.
Upon hearing this, revenants surround him and let out gasps of envious admiration.
You have been blessed. Excellent! We'll chop off your hand and mount it on the city wall, so every passerby can shake it. You want to cut off the hand that the Chosen One touched? Don't be afraid. We're incapable of feeling pain. Or is your heart not sincere enough? I shall accept any sacrifice if it means I can be a pilgrim.
After I attended the pilgrimage ceremony, I realized that, as an outsider, my memories will slowly fade away too. If I can't return to Philos, I'll eventually be just like those revenants. Yet where did those pilgrims go? Acolytes from the Order of Babel always avoid the question. Does the end of the river truly lead to the tree of life that's mentioned in the prophecy?
Your solution is to follow in their footsteps. You'll see where the supposed sacred path of pilgrimage takes you.
They say the river doesn't end. If that's the case, then what happened to those pilgrims? They didn't die, but they didn't live either. No one has seen them since. The river silently flows as our ferry glides across the mirror-like black water. A thin mist surrounds us. Come to think of it, if we're measuring how close someone is to the Chosen One, you should have been chosen for the ceremony.
I'm honored.
You ate meals cooked by the Chosen One, held the Chosen One's hands, and even embraced the Chosen One. And these eyes were blessed by the Chosen One's presence.
Should I pluck out my eyelashes for you to count too?
And this nose has been touched by the Chosen One. He wrinkles his nose and catches my hand.
Breathing the same air as you is the greatest honor.
These lips have also kissed. Remembering what happened that day, I swallow my words.
You don't want to continue?
You actually don't remember anything. He responds with an expressionless look. Then he turns away, and his voice is unexpectedly tinged with a hint of resentment.
You're the one who doesn't remember anything.
Not wanting to argue, I focus on what's more pressing at the moment. I need to figure out what happened to those revenants. If anything that crosses the waters of the cinders sink, perhaps the path they sought is there.
How did you get this boat? Or rather, how did you convince someone who doesn't accept credit to lend you this boat?
It's a long story. After boarding the ferry numerous times, I gradually became acquainted with the ferryman of the Cinders. Occasionally, when he wanted to rest uninterrupted, I would volunteer to take over. He didn't agree to it at first, and always refused with a cold expression. But as time passed, he eventually let me handle it. When I encountered revenants who wanted to cross the river despite lacking coins, I didn't turn them away. I asked them to tell stories as a form of payment. When he discovered this, he always turned a blind eye. As for his background and why he serves as a ferryman for this river, I've asked him out of curiosity before, but he always refuses to talk about it. You know each other?
You can say we're old acquaintances.
It sounds like they're old acquaintances from Philos. As we gradually sail away from the city, we can see the desolate forest to the west is burning. Acrid gray smoke rises skyward. More revenant knights have been gathering at the edge of the forest, and the strife is becoming more prevalent. Consumed by resentment, they fight each other with the hatred from when they were alive. Their screams echo amongst the dead branches and fallen leaves. As the bishop foretold, signs of the apocalypse are once again emerging from the ruined city walls.
I was unaware you were skilled at ferrying.
After the bow hits a submerged shoal and spins around several times, he can't bear to watch anymore. He takes the oar from my hands. I lose track of time. Black clouds gradually cover the full moon, and the scenery around us grows increasingly dark and desolate. Something's not right. The boat creaks, and the river's current becomes turbulent. Startled, ravens fly in all directions. A chill creeps up from the water's surface and latches onto my skin. After passing through a dense fog, the river widens. It's as if we arrived at a boundless sea. Where are we? The waters thrash violently like an untamed beast. The looming threat of danger is palpable.
I don't want this. I don't want to be trapped here. Join me. Become part of these dead waters.
These voices, where are they coming from?
Wait, don't fall in.
Under the water's surface, countless invisible hands seem to reach up. Hatred pushes them to maliciously toss our boat back and forth. I grip the edge of the boat with all the strength I can muster. Pain pulsates through my chest without warning. my vision blurs. It's as though invisible hands are squeezing my heart. The inky black water transforms into countless golden veins. I could almost believe streams of energy were flowing downward. I feel awful. It's like my strength is being drained away.
Watch out.
The increasingly violent currents strike our boat. The river's surface discards its serenity and transforms into a massive whirlpool. At that moment, I'm like a seed. I'm plunged into a darkness unknown to all. When I open my eyes again, I find myself curled up in a warm embrace. Our capsized wooden boat somehow glides smoothly along the riverbed. Mist, reminiscent of a veil, accompanies us. I can hear the rapids and foam washing over sharp reefs, but I can't see the dangerous shallows. On the other side of the river, Cindersfell's shores fade from view, and despite being underwater, I can feel the moist air. The current gradually calms. Our boat continues to move along the dark underwater passage for a time before finally hitting a shallow bank. Xavier steps onto the shore first, then he turns and helps me stand.
Careful now. If you fall in, you won't be able to float back up.
Despite the fact the water here barely reaches my ankles? The cave before us seems endless. Strange, tiny particles of light float in the air. Warm and bright, they feel oddly familiar. I can almost believe this energy was once part of me. A profound realization washes over me. Perhaps this is the sacred path of pilgrimage, the road that returns to Philos. The archives at the Order of Babel's monastery had records of a certain Philosian legend. It spoke of a mysterious cave that was connected to the center of the planet. Could this be the cave that connects Philos and Cindersfell?
You have quite the imagination.
The sound of flowing water gradually fades behind us as we venture deeper. The further we go, the more the scenery unfolds before us. Look at these light particles. They keep increasing in number and brightness. Perchance the pilgrims who disappeared found themselves in this place. As the words leave my lips, an enormous monstrous skeleton appears. Bodies lie on the shore. They're still frozen in the position they were in for their final moments. These monsters.
They're wanderers. These creatures once roamed Philos before it was destroyed.
The gleam of a blade flashes, and the bone-white remains dissolve into energy particles before dissipating.
They were devoured by those monsters before they could escape.
You know something, yet you're unwilling to share it. He remains silent before turning away. His cloak billows out behind him.
If we could actually return to Philos, what will you do? Aside from finding your name.
I haven't thought about it yet. Is there anything you'd like me to do for you? Should I meet with someone on your behalf?
No.
The path splits in two, and for some reason, I can sense the energy emanating from deep within the cave. I take his hand and keep walking. We need to discuss a certain matter. When I return to Philos and rebuild it, I promise to fairly evaluate your merits and shortcomings. I'll start with revising the historical texts. The historians abandoned their duties and wrote pure fantasies.
And then?
I'll traverse the starry sea and visit every place the traveling bards sing of in their songs. I'll be like these specks of light. They emit a faint glow, yet they can drift to distant places.
That sounds wonderful.
Maybe I can ascend the throne, become Philos' new ruler, and lead it back to its former glory. It's a jest, but he stops in his tracks and looks at me with a serious expression.
That crown is very heavy.
Is it heavier than the one on your head?
Yes.
I see. In that case, I'll disregard this option. Being treated as a savior and having those revenants place their hopes on me. Their gazes are already heavy. If the worst happens, as in, I can't find anyone who remembers me and I'm unable to stay in Philos, staying with you would be nice. I keep those words to myself as I look at him.
It's all right. The starry cosmos has many places you could visit. Take, for example, a beautiful little planet.
I hear strange clicking beneath our feet. We look down at the same time. There's a deathly pale wrist encased in crystals. Akin to veins, dark red vines are wrapped around a rib cage. The delicate roots of eerie flowers penetrate hollow eye sockets. That's...
Look over there.
In the distance, a twisted tree looms. It isn't a real tree, but one formed by countless crystallized skeletons. They're stacked and entangled with one another. Their twisted forms are similar, for they step on those beneath them in a futile attempt to reach for something on high. Thin vines ensnare the crystallized remains. Together, they form a thick, trunk-like structure that's deeply embedded in the planet. That's... 1,000 horrified thoughts flood my mind. This is the tree of life. It's a tree made from corpses. I've never seen these people before, yet I recognize their clothing as garments that belong to Philos. Each and every one of their expressions are filled with despair and terror. They're like souls in the depths of hell who are seeking salvation. Were these Philosians trapped here? Why?
Philos is an artificial planet.
He suddenly speaks.
Their pretense of eternity depends on an energy source called a protocore.
Protocore? Familiarity washes over me again, and for some reason, a sadness surfaces.
The planet found itself on the verge of collapse after its energy was depleted. However, the most scholarly elder in the royal capital had a solution. The royal family discovered an uninhabited area with a chaotic protofield in Starfall Forest. It was located in the southern region of the planet. Deep within that forest is a cave. It leads directly to the heart of the planet. So long as humans were thrown into that cave, the planet's energy would never be depleted. Like the people who thought this system was justified, the planet possessed an insatiable greed.
He looks at those crystals that can no longer be called human.
They're the victims who were used as fuel.
Did anyone escape and live to tell the tale? I look at Xavier, but I already know the answer in my heart.
No.
He starts walking again, moving past the tree as he continues forward.
Those who defied orders and went to investigate disappeared after entering the cave.
The number of sacrifices required inevitably increased. No one would willingly sacrifice themselves for the planet unless there was a good reason.
Thus, the royal family came up with a plan to cover up their crimes. They no longer kept the sacrifice a secret. They used honor to disguise it and called it a pilgrimage. To maintain a false eternity, they needed to weave lies one after another. Every member of the royal family had to bear the burden of perpetuating these lies.
You were the one who ended it? He shakes his head.
Ironically, the one who did that wasn't even remembered.
Although our surroundings are quiet, I can almost hear everyone's desperate cries for help as they faced death.
Now you know the truth. Do you still consider Philos your homeland?
The chosen one, my lady!
My footsteps falter. I look down, and I'm greeted by eyes filled with absolute terror. That outfit. He's a pilgrim from that day. Tiny crystals, seemingly alive, spread from the youth's palm.
The pilgrimage is a lie. It will never lead us to Philos, or a source of nourishment for the cinders. The waters, they grow without end. Only then will it reveal the true path. You are the last one it needs, my lady. You can lead us back to Philos, yes, my lady?
He kneels before us and presses his forehead to the ground.
Why won't you save us? You traitor!
Watch out!
Xavier wraps his arm around my waist and pulls me back. His sword draws a blackened golden arc. It rushes forth and slices the figure's waist. The pilgrim, who transformed into a wanderer, falls to his knees. He prostrates toward the tree as if he's worshipping it. The crisis had passed, and the lie behind the pilgrimage was exposed. Yet I know that we can never return to Philos. After we return, we seemingly have an unspoken agreement to not discuss that path of pilgrimage. All those memories of Philos are nothing more than obsessions about past illusions. Was I one of those sacrifices? And if I was necessary, then no one remembered me. Yet after learning all this, I surprisingly find myself at ease.
Have you thought about your plans for the future? Assuming you can't return to Philos.
I'll stay here for now. Tomorrow's problems can wait until tomorrow. At least, I'm free at the moment. The small boat sways gently on the river's surface. For some reason, tonight's moonlight seems especially bright.
Here.
He grabs my wrist and places a small object in my hand. Is this a gift?
Yes. It's a special protocore. A trinket from Philos. It may be a fragment, but you'll find a use for it.
Are you sure it's not a small stone or pebble? Ah, you're trying to make me feel better.
You can see it like that if you like.
All right, this shiny pebble is mine now. Although I want his flowers more, this is the first gift he's given me. I've decided to accept the rock after mulling over it. I lie down on the bottom of the boat and recall a similar tranquility had accompanied us for our first boat ride. Back then, I accidentally touched his reflection and saw his past. I tried again at a later date, but I failed. An impulse to try again takes hold of me. The moonrise's light pierces the slender tree trunks and illuminates his reflection on the water's surface. When he isn't looking, I touch his reflection on the river. This time, I saw him standing with his back to me, surrounded by an endless sea of flowers. As darkness gradually covers the land and stars fill the sky, he places a cluster of light blue flowers before a tombstone.
This is a beautiful place, and I've always wanted to bring you here, but I never had the chance. I couldn't find you, and I didn't know if you'd like the scenery here. I'm sorry.
His voice softens as his fingers slowly trace over the engraved text on the tombstone. Anastasia, the first queen of Philos. Her name shines quietly like the stars. Everlasting, it shall never fade. The name I've long forgotten comes flooding back. The forgotten queen was me this entire time.